how do I make your life easier? Or how do I improve it? But I was reminded of a saying that once happened, I'm from the government and I'm here to help you. And I thought, no, that won't work. But I hope that when I'm done, I hope that when I'm finished, that I will have helped you with a new product, an exciting product. And again, my name is Mike Henderson. I'm part of the team members for Pleasant Feed, and we are a master distributor for Penergetic, and we distribute products literally all over the United States at this point. And thank you, John, for allowing us to come and to visit with you. I hope that when I am finished, I will have been able to help you a little bit and get you interested about a new product that we have. The main focus of today is something that we can all be excited about, and I do not need to tell you the costs associated with especially burrowing rodents in irrigation canals, fields, permanent crops, drip lines, your yard, playgrounds, golf courses, you name it. They're a pain in the butt, right? 4 years ago, 4 years ago, we introduced a product for testing that was a wildlife deterrent, and in the back there's a banner up there, and that primarily keeping wild hogs and deer out of agricultural crops. The product has had an amazing success in the last 4 years we introduced it. It was more of a test product. We really brought it to the market 2.5 years ago. And in that short period of time, we now have nearly a million treated acres. And here's the kick for us, with a 95% reorder, which is huge. This way, when the deer and pig enter into a field, they sense that there's danger. And what happens is, in fact, it was really brought to light to us by a grower, an almond grower, who is on the board of directors of Blue Diamond Almonds in Durham, California, just south of Chico, where they set up a trail cam. This was after they treated with the product, but their brand new planting of trees was on a creek that flowed through Durham, and the deer were coming in from the creek and destroying their young plantings. I mean, these, Tia, what are they, that big? You know, about like that, and literally destroying the young plants and just devastating to them. And after several replants, we happened to visit with them, and they said, sure, let's give it a try. And I said, we asked them to please set up a trail cam if they could, and they did. And what we found is that the deer would enter right at her field was a broken down barbed wire fence, and they mounted the trail cam on the post, and the deer would approach the field, stop, hesitate, look nervous, and then turn and run the other direction. They sensed that there was something there that wasn't healthy for them, right? And so that was a real key for us, and we were pretty excited that we had the results. And again, we have 1 million treated acres with a 95% reorder. 2 years ago, we felt the need, as I'm sure all of you feel the need, if we could do something with wild pigs and wild deer devastating crops, is there any possibility that we could do the same thing with burrowing rodents, gophers, ground squirrels, badgers in other parts of the country, prairie dogs, rats down in Florida, rabbits, you name it. If it's a rodent, it's very similar to the wildlife product, in the sense that the rodents have the same natural predators, but we had to make it a little bit different because they're burrowing. They're on the ground more, and so it's a little different tweak to the wildlife predator. We found that the wildlife product really didn't do very good on the rodents, and so we tweaked it. And let's see. The large animals or grazers, and where the small rodents are burrowers in most cases, and so that had to be different. We've had it reported that the rodents either move on, they stay in their burrow, or they don't go back into the burrows. And the reason why I say they don't go back into the burrows is that down in the Carolinas, we received a video from a farmer there who tested the product, who had devastating results with mice and rats. I haven't experienced rats in agriculture here like you have, but the rats literally gnawing the roots off of trees that big when they go in, and these were pecan trees. And the interesting thing when he treated his field is that, for one thing, there was a dramatic difference in the number of animals, the evidence of the number of animals. But the other thing that happened is that the field mice refused to go back into their holes. And all of a sudden, he said the fields were covered with cranes and herrings and different things that were eating these mice, which I thought, wow, okay, that's kind of neat. Throughout California, and one of the things that we did, maybe some of you here, I know John did, maybe some of you were on our test, but we documented, and I have a packet of information for you with all the testimonials on there outside, and we documented anywhere from as low as, which I still think is a great number, 52% reduction, to as high as 100% reduction in gophers and ground squirrels. This product is safe to use on any crop. The product's easy to apply. You simply mix with 30 gallons of water. It's an ultra-fine zeolite carrier. You mix it with 30 gallons of water into either a boom sprayer or a wand sprayer. And it's very helpful to have a recirculating pump on it, just because the zeolite is still a mineral. If it sits long enough, it will eventually settle. So if you have a recirculating pump, that's better. You use at a rate of only 11.4 ounces per acre of product, and then followed up a week later with another 2 weeks later, I apologize. 2 weeks later with another 11.4 ounces of water, of product mixed with water. And if you really want to be able to see the results for yourself, I mean, something that you can measure, we also recommend that you go in and you knock down the mounds before you even have your first treatment. If you're dealing with ground squirrels, just run your scraper over the top and then spray and see what the results for yourself, and you can find what results are best for you, or what the results that you're experiencing. Product comes in a 14-pound bucket, which treats 10 acres twice, so your double application. And all the pricing, as well as the needed certificates and documents, are through John. I hope this is something that you're interested in, and again, maybe I can help you, or I have helped you.
Thank you, Mike.